Welcome to IBLT Podcast. I'm your host, Dan. I know everybody's watching the game right now. The game is gonna resume at 11:30, but it's 11 o'clock, man. I ain't got time to wait till the game to resume at 11:30. So we're gonna talk about what we've seen so far during the game. And to be honest with you, everything's going as expected, in my opinion, because I thought both teams had to be able to run the ball to win the game, and that's what's happening. Now, before we get started talking about the game, Jalen Carter. I don't even understand as a man how you can just spit on another man for no reason. I don't care what that Prescott said to you, bro. That doesn't excuse you, allow you to spit on another man, bro. You're the best defensive lineman on your team. You probably are the best defensive player on the team, besides Zach Braun. And for you to spit on another man before the game could even start, bro. You didn't even take a snap in the game before you got kicked out, got disqualified. Jason Whitlock said, no emotional control. And that's true, bro. You have no emotional control, bro. Like, what are you doing, bro? And you can see with you not being out there, it's showing, bro. Dallas was running the ball down the Cowboys. Dallas was running the ball down the Eagles' throat the whole game. They was running downhill on the Eagles the whole game with Devontae Smith. Miles Sanders burst out for a big run. He did fumble, gave the Eagles the ball back, but he had a big run. Javonte Williams been balling this whole game. Everybody was like Tyler Booker and the Jalen Carter matchup. Tyler Booker playing his butt off. Dominating. Tyler Smith dominating. They running to the left side. They running to the right side. Eagles they have no answer. Now with the Cowboys. They did get a sack. But bro, Michael's truly missed. They have no standout defensive lineman at all, bro. They have no standout defensive lineman at all. Now, it's still one game. Somebody might burst out on the scene later on down the line during the season. Or next week, somebody might come out and have 3 sacks. But just right now, based on just the first game, there's no one that stands out on the Cowboys D-line right now. There's no one. Getting back to the Eagles. Give A.J. Brown some burn, please. I'm just sorry. I don't know how A.J. Brown has not had a catch yet. I don't get that. How does Devontae Smith have 2 more catches than A.J. and he only has 2 catches? I don't understand that, bro. I just don't understand. I don't understand how you cannot. I just don't understand how you don't put the ball in your playmaker's hand, bro. I'm baffled and just mind blown that A.J. Brown has no catches in the game. Your job as offensive coordinator is to set up plays and create plays to get your guys open. And they have not done it at all, bro. They haven't set the defense up to get A.J. Brown in the game. Or they hadn't even tried to even just throw him the ball or set a screen just to get him acclimated in the game. They haven't done none of that, bro. It's just like, we're going to take what the defense give us. You don't have to do that all the time, bro. Set a screen. Give him a go ball. Do something, bro. I'm just sorry, bro. There's no way when I look at the Rams, you got Puka Nacua. Everybody knows Puka Nacua is going to get the ball. And Sean McVay still creates plays to get him involved. But then when it comes to the Eagles, it's like they can't do that. I just don't get it. A.J. Brown is your best wide receiver. You're paying him too much money for not to get him involved in the game early. Get him going early. Slant routes. Screens, go, post, just try to get him early. Get him going early, man. Get him confident in the game. Then 4th quarter, he's your go-to guy. But they're not doing it at all, bro. They're depending on the running game. Jalen Hurts was dinking and dunking. Now, he was dissecting the defense. He was taking what the defense give him. And he was playing well. Had 2 good rushing touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? He understood that it was a man score. I get it. He did his thing. But come on, bro. You got to get A.J. Brown the ball. There's no way that man had no catches in the game, bro. There's no way. As an Eagle fan, I'm pissed. If you're an Eagles fan, I feel you should be pissed. I don't blame you. There's no way the offensive coordinator ain't creating plays or calling plays to get that man acclimated in the game, bro. There's no way. Devontae Smith got 2 catches. A.J. Brown got 0. Dotson got more burn. He got 3 catches in the game. How the second and third wide receiver on the team got more than the first, bro. There's nothing the Cowboys. Come on, bro. It don't matter what the Cowboys doing. There's no way you can't get A.J. Brown about 4 catches before halftime. At least 4. You gave him none. You gave that man none, bro. And if I'm him, I know he pissed. They gonna have that boy. He gonna start reading the book again. Get him a new book. Help somebody else become the best seller. Get somebody else book sales up. For real, man. There's no way. I believe at 11:30 though, I'm gonna get the Eagles benefit of the doubt. At 11:30, they probably will get him implemented. Will get him involved to give him some passes, man. Get that man. Come on, screen routes. Do something. It's a lot of things you can do to get that man involved, bro. But now y'all not even going his way at all. Y'all not even trying to go his way. Get that man involved, bro. And we gonna get back to the game later on after the game is over with. And I'm probably not. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Probably not, because I'm gonna lie. The game probably won't end until like 1. Your boy got to be in the bed. I'm gonna be a little sleepy. I gotta wake up. I gotta work in the morning. But yeah, that's the Eagles and Cowboys game for right now. You know what I'm saying? Good game, good defensive offense, good defense on the offense. I mean, good offense when it comes to the running game. The Cowboys passing game has been more effective than the Eagles. You know what I'm saying? Credit to that. But Jalen Hurts, he's doing what he can do, which is run and take what the defense gives him. And he's great at that. And that's why the Eagles right now winning 24-20. And Saquon, he came on at the end of the second quarter. And looking at it before it started raining and had to cancel the game, you could tell that he was finna get it, keep it going. So we'll see at 11:30 what happened to finish the game. But let's hop into another topic that I want to get into today. So we're gonna react to a video today. And I want to react to this video because it says a lot. It says a lot, in my opinion. And I want to get into Rampage Jackson on Ariel Helwani show today. And I'm not going to lie to y'all, bro. Rampage Jackson looks terrible. He looks terrible. But we're going to watch this. We're going to watch this. We got to. We got to. Let me find it. I'm trying to see that they clip it up. Did they clip it up? Hold on. Let me look real quick. We're gonna watch the whole interview. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. Okay, let's watch the whole video. Hold on.
I didn't fucking do it. Like, cause he's my son and his father is a public figure, and they want to come after me. Like, people automatically assume that I'm going to defend my son and I'm going to like try to pay people off and get them out of there.
We haven't heard or seen Raja since the incident. How is he doing?
I don't know. I don't talk to Roger no more, so I don't know.
Since then,
I talked to him. I heard his story, and I heard some stuff, and then after that, you know, I learned a whole lot of stuff and about it and everything. Roger's wrong. He went against what I told him to do, and he hid the fact that he got wrote into a pro wrestling store. Roger's not a pro wrestler. He's a fighter. He's not.
Even right here. To stop all these people to make it seem like, oh, he wasn't a part of it. He was a part of it. He was a part of it. He even lied to his daddy. That show you that Roger probably feels sorry now, but before he probably did not feel sorry, especially if he lied about not being written in. Brother, you was written in. The producer was sitting there right by you, and he told you he's going to tap you to when you need to jump into the ring. You were written into the match, bro. And you did all that, bro. That's sick, bro. That's it.
Not a pro wrestler. He had no business in that ring. Everybody there was wrong. And yes, my son took it too far, but he knows better. He knows he's wrong for getting involved in a pro wrestling match. You know, he wasn't supposed to do it. I told him he couldn't even go to the gym for 2 weeks.
So do you know where he is now?
Most likely he's at home. We've been waiting for a arrest warrant. As soon as we get arrest warrant, I was going to turn him in. We've been waiting for a arrest warrant or whatever. And I got him a turn. I did what my job is as a father to still take care of my son because I still love him.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. If my son did this shit, nigga, his ass going to jail too, bro. I don't get no fuck, bro. If my son did that, bro, his ass going to jail too. You can't come hide in my spot, take your ass to jail, bro. Straight up, I did the same thing. If my son did it, bro, he gotta go. He has to go. If you think you gonna go into a ring, you were written into the match, you gonna go into a ring, knock a dude out by the slam, then throw 20 uncalled for punches to his face and land majority of them. And the man, after you get done, the man is laying in the ring, choking and suffocating on his own blood and his teeth. But I'm taking you to the jailhouse. I don't even need to see no warrant. You might well just stay down there until they even had a warrant. I'm taking you down. You might well just stay down there. Cool. So as soon as they even get the warrant written up, you already there. Cause nah, bro, I'm not tolerating that, bro. We don't represent that. We don't represent that, especially when the man apologized, bro. That would make it so messed up. Cause the dude apologized and he told you it was a misunderstanding and you still did that. You gotta go to jail.
You know how upset I am at my son. I still love him. You know what I'm saying? He's my son, but ever since he's become an adult, he don't listen to shit I say. And, all I can do is like be a father. But Roger, I keep it real. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to keep it real. I'm not going to lie for him and nothing like that. And he knows that I'm gonna give my opinion. He shouldn't have been in that ring. He shouldn't even. As soon as Psycho Stu hit him in the head, he should have handled it right there. And when I waited for everything, I called Psycho Stu and I left him a message. I wanted to talk to him and see about his. This is right before I knew everything. At this point, all I knew is that Roger. I knew he got written to the storyline, but I just knew Roger hurt him really bad. So I called him. I left him a voice message. He never called me back. And so I told him in the voicemail, I want to talk to him so I can hear his side of the story and everything because I'm a dad. I want to make everything right. Psycho Stu never got back in touch with me and everything. And then I'm hearing all this other stuff. The pro wrestlers are not meant to talk to the police and stuff like that because they were drinking backstage. Psycho Stu was drunk. And like I said, I know people there that work there. I'm friends with one of them. Say Psycho Stu, this is not the first time he's done stuff like this. Drunkenly, like hit somebody or did something backstage. And then I started paying attention to it. Right before Roger got in that ring, it was 4 dudes in there. And then Roger got in there and the referee didn't touch him. It took those guys a long time to get back into the ring. And then after they finally got Roger off the damn guy, Psycho Stu's opponent pins him. And I'm looking at this, I'm like, what's going on here? Can't they tell that this guy's hurt? Can't they tell that this guy hurt? Why would they finish the match and pin Psycho Stu after my son hurt him down? I said, all these guys are idiots. It was the dumbest thing I ever seen. And now my son, dragged me in there, and I feel like based off the threats, I don't take kindly to threats. And it seems like my life and my kids' life is at risk. And I don't know any of these people, so I don't trust none of them. People driving by my house, slow and stuff like that. So I'm just letting you know, like Roger did something real stupid. And he.
Now I will agree with that. Agree with him on that, bro. The whole situation's stupid, bro. The whole situation's stupid. it shouldn't have took 20 punches before somebody grabbed Roger off of him, bro. But at the same time, the reason why it's still on Roger, because if you watch the stream, he said, I'm going to do what I do. They going to grab me off of him, and I'm supposed to get out the ring. But once somebody grabbed you, you shrugged them off and landed about 6-7 more punches. So you can say why nobody ain't stop him. But when somebody grabbed him, like your son said before, your son shrugged him off and kept punching. That's why people are saying it's premeditated and it's attempted murder. Because you yourself said, yeah, they supposed to grab me off. But then when they grab you, you shrug one off. Then when another dude grab you, he lets us know that after they get you in the corner, once he grab you, you try to slam him on the ground. But he know how to wrestle a little bit, so he stopped you and he stalled you. Then when they get you in the corner, they'll calm you down. You punch one of the dudes in the face. So he headbutted you. So you came in there to kill, bro. Rampage, you can say it's all stupid, but once they grabbed your son off, bro, he should have calmed down. They didn't do that. He started punching on other people. So once your son said, they're going to grab me off, once a dude tried to grab your son off and he shrugged, after that, bro, your son is wrong all the way. It's all Roger's fault. Once that chubby dude grabbed your son's shoulder and tried to grab him off, and he shrugged him off and kept punching Stu, all bets are off. That's all on Roger. That's all on Roger. You're going off script. Because let's say Buddy grabbed and you stop, like, oh, I'm tripping. People can say, okay, he was tripping. But for him to shrug dude off and keep landing about 6-7 more punches to the face and try to kill this dude, it's all on Roger. That's why I say, yes, you can blame some of the wrestlers in that say they cowards for not jumping in because they scared that they was going to get beat up or they want to go off script. But at the end of the day, once somebody did try to grab Roger and he shrugged him off to keep punching, all the blame, 100% of the blame has to be on Roger.
Streamed it all on his platform now. Now, it's nothing wrong with streaming. I heard what you said about streaming. There's nothing wrong with streaming. Like, there's been hundreds or maybe thousands of people streaming and they never have a stupid stuff like this happen. Roger just he just got out of hand. But one thing that y'all don't know about Roger, I know about my son, is that I'm gonna keep it 100. Like, he just don't take bullshit. He felt very disrespected that guy hit him on the back of the head with the can. And the only reason why he dropped it and let it go is because they told him, you can get your get back in the ring. We'll make something out of it. And you can fuck him up in the ring. Then Roger's like, oh, okay then. And then I saw the video. He went and talked to Psycho Stu. They told him what to do. And he was like, okay, I understand it now. I understand it. And people saw the video and they took it as, oh, he apologized. So why did he sneak in the ring? That's the misinformation. Now, that's why so many people mad at Roger, because they think he just snuck in the ring and attacked this man without Psycho Stu even knowing it was coming. Stupid.
The one part that I wasn't...
Man, Rampage, get the fuck out of here, homie. The nigga apologized. Your son said the can shit didn't even hurt. Your son said the shit didn't even hurt, bro. Get out of here. See, that's what I'm saying. You keep trying to flip it so your son don't look bad. He looks bad no matter what. So let's talk about when the dude did grab your son off. What your son say? Okay, let's say they did say he could F him up. But once your son landed those punches and he felt that dude grab him, your son was supposed to stop and he did not. He continued to punch. So once he's continuing to punch, bro, all bets are off. Your son is he's wrong. He's wrong no matter what. It's all on him. It's his fault no matter what. Because he continued to punch this man in the face once they told him, yo, you're going to go in there, fuck him up, whatever, and we're going to grab you off and you're going to get out the ring. He did not get out the ring on his own will. He didn't. They're supposed to grab him off. He rolls out the ring and go sit down and leave. That was supposed to happen. He didn't do that. They had to grab him, put him in the corner, and escort him out. They had to escort your son out, bro, when it wasn't supposed to be that. It's supposed to be he go in, F Stu up, whatever that means. They grab him, he rolls out the ring, and he leaves. That was supposed to happen. Nobody gets hurt. Your son went overboard, bro. That's not misinformation. Your son is an idiot, and you're an idiot for keep trying to defend it and keep trying to flip the narrative. You can't flip the narrative, bro. The narrative is the narrative, bro. You're not going to change the narrative of what's happened.
Clear about was he was obviously invited by AJ Mana to come to the event. Was he invited just to watch, or was he invited to partake in the event? Did they think that he was there to be a participant, and that's why Psycho Stu started doing the thing that he did and then said to him, hey, you're not going to sell it? Like, was he there just as a fan, or was he there, hey guys, Raja Jackson, the son of Rampage, is going to be here. He's going to do something backstage. He's going to stream it. What was his invitation like?
Roger was there just as a fan, and he could stream it. He's friends with AJ Mana. He can get some backstage footage and stuff like that. Not many streamers get to, especially on Roger level. One thing about Roger and I have been streaming for a couple of months. Roger has been trending on social media. He was getting millions and millions of views. Me and him joking around and talking shit about each other, hitting each other in the nuts, and and the people call it, I'm bullying my son. Man, we are making content, being funny and stuff like that, joking around for the camera and stuff like that, streaming, So Roger's been going mega viral before this happened, millions.
Man, see, that's another thing on Rampage, bro, that I totally disagree with. Bro, all those times you've been messing with your son, all those shit's getting viral, that shit is getting to him. He might be laughing right then and there, but bro, when he go alone by himself, he in his room by himself, bro, that nigga crying, he's shedding tears, bro. Do you really think he want people to come around and be like, oh, Rampage really not your daddy because you making jokes talking about your brother could be his dad? Nigga, you made a joke about that. That's not funny. To him, that's not funny. To us, we gonna laugh. But to him, you think that's funny? You basically saying that you might be his brother's son? That stuff get to Roger, bro. You can't convince me that stuff don't get to Roger. All that stuff gets to Roger, bro. He feels some type of way about that. He obviously feels some type of way about that. You can tell, bro. After he beats the dude up, I'm tired of people calling me bitch and shit. Who the only person that calls you a bitch? Your daddy. Stop it, bro. So you can sit here and say, we joke. Yes, you joke. He just goes along with it because you his dad, you his son. I mean, because you his dad. He gonna go along with it because you his dad. But in reality, bro, he don't like that stuff. Roger don't even seem like a nigga that want the camera in his face, bro. He seem like a laid back dude who wants to be left alone, bro. But you introduce this streaming shit to him, and he sees that he can make a little money, so he want to stream. But he's not built for streaming. Cause he can't take comments. He can't understand between fake and real comments. He don't even understand that. So if he can't even understand that, why are you even allowing this man to stream in the first place?
I'm talking about some of the videos getting 12 million views. So he's just going like there's a fan to have something to stream. He's supposed to be sitting there and being at a pro wrestling event because his coach was on his stream. And his coach did well on the stream. They rage baited his coach. And I was a cameraman for them in the gym when his first time streaming with him. And it was hilarious. It was funny. And his community loved AJ Mana. And they were like, oh, yeah, let's go see him do some pro wrestling. That's all.
Are you surprised Raja hasn't been arrested?
No, honestly, I'm not. I'm not surprised that Raja hasn't been arrested. Like, I feel like the police are doing like a deep investigation because this is not the first time that something like this has happened in pro wrestling. It's not. It is just a high profile case. I feel like because it was live streamed on a different. It went different than. So let me explain something to you with live streaming. Live streaming, you have people watching your streams just to clip your stuff to post it on their social medias to go viral. Right. So this shit went more viral than if somebody regular was just filming that there with their phone. Like it's already a community tapped in watching these live streams, so stuff can go viral. And people never seen no shit like that because it looked like Roger snuck into a wrestling ring.
Bro, to sit here and try to make it seem like this is a norm, it's crazy, bro. That's what your son did is not normal. All the pro professional wrestlers are coming out and saying this is insane what happened. It's horrible what happened. It's not no norm. It'd have been, bro, the only way it would have been a norm, bro, if your son would have slammed him and he knocked him out. We've seen that before. Dude's a body slam turned into a knockout. We haven't seen no dude knock a dude out by a slam and start punching him in the face while he's unconscious. That's not normal, bro. Stop it. Once again, he keep trying to like downplay what really happened by trying to, oh, well, this is a norm. No, it is not a norm, bro. We have never seen this before. What the fuck are you talking about? Where is this a norm at? Where is this a norm at, bro? Show me. Show me a pro wrestling event where this is a norm. This is something different, nigga. Your son knocked the dude out and start punching him in the face. Come on, bro.
And came up behind a pro wrestler and beat the fuck out of him. When that part was staged, the part that didn't look staged, it didn't seem staged, that Roger took it too far. But that happens in pro wrestling at the lower levels and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You guys gotta like do your research. Like it was certain pro wrestlers that did that. They hurt people on purpose. They just did that. You know, and there's hardcore pro wrestling. It's different shit. But Roger know nothing like that. I'm not taking it up for my son.
Yes, you
Any
are,
man that beats somebody like that in the ring, they should face some consequences. But I don't take kindly to people calling my son like a cage animal and say he don't got no undeveloped frontal lobe and stuff like that. I don't take that kindly because you know anybody in a race can explode when they're pushed. Anybody.
So where's the racial? See, that's what I'm saying with Rampage Jackson, bro. He does this weird thing. I don't like when people saying this about my son because any race could be that way. You're making it a racial thing. Nobody else is making it a racial thing, bro. You're making it racial. You're mad at MMA guru for calling your son a dumb animal, which he is. Your son did some monkey shit. He did, bro. Anybody could do this, what you saying. But you made it a racial thing. You took, since I'm getting death threats, as racial. You have not yet said somebody called you the N-word. You have not yet said you have not yet said anybody made racial slurs towards your son. Nobody has done none of that towards your son. Nobody has done none of that. Everybody's saying your son is retarded. But you just look at it since you're black and people saying your son a piece of shit is racial. That's corny, bro. That's a cop-out, bro. This is the reality. Rampage Jackson's never had this much backlash in his whole career. And he can't handle it. So what does he do? He try to gaslight you. Oh, MMA guru's racist. Oh, I'm getting death threats. Show the death threats. That's what he does, bro. This is what most people do. When people get the heat like this, bro, because of this situation, they let the gaslight. They let it deflect. Oh, I'm receiving racial death threats. Oh, MMA guru called my son a dumb animal, so he's a racist. Oh, I'm going to sue him for defamation. Come on, bro. Trying to flip the script. They're trying to take off all the light on his son and put it on somebody else. Oh, let's not worry about that my son almost killed somebody. Let's worry about these death threats. Brother, who cares about some death threats? You Rampage fucking Jackson, bro. Stop it. Nobody's finna come kill you. Nobody's not finna come hurt your kids, bro. People just think your son a piece of shit. And you do have people that go too far. But to me, it's just like you seeking out stuff that say somebody else does say you'll call your son an N-word. You're seeking it out because that's not majority of the comments, bro. I went through your comment section. It's not no racial slurs, nothing in your comment section, bro. There's none of that. It's just people calling your son a piece of ish. And he is. And you can't get mad about that.
I saw the statement that you posted on Monday, and then in the comments, you were saying to people that you think he should go to jail, right?
Yeah. If the judge thinks he should go to jail, yeah. I think Roger should go to jail so he'll learn not to do this shit no more. Like you gotta control your emotions. And I think I'm not saying like people say he should go to jail for 10 years. No, he should go to jail and not prison. He should go to jail, do a little time, and then get some therapy and learn from this. So because this is what people don't understand. Like when you train a martial art, you have great power. Like you can hurt 99% of the population on the earth. You should know how to control that. Don't you know I get fucked with all the time? Do you know how many asses I want to beat? People that fuck with me. You can't go around beating everybody ass.
Yeah, I agree with that too, bro. Everybody's saying that his son and this the reality, bro. Yes, his son should get arrested for attempted murder. Yes, all this stuff is premeditated based on what he said during his live stream before he went in the ring. But let's just be real, bro. I agree with Rampage. He probably gonna do a little jail time. To me, I don't think he's gonna do no jail time, bro. I think believing that he's gonna do jail time it's an overreaction. Based on the lawyers Rampage is gonna have for his son, bro. His son, he gonna get a slap on the wrist for real, for real. He not gonna do no jail time. He gonna take a plea deal. Probably gonna be on ankle monitor, gonna do some probation, have to get some mental health classes, some anger management programs, and he gonna be chill, bro. And that's what's gonna happen. I really truly believe that's what's gonna really happen, bro. He gonna get a slap on the wrist, probably an ankle monitor, probation for a couple of months. And he gonna have to join some mental health programs, some anger management programs. And that's what's gonna be it. Probably do some community service and call it a day. That's what probably was gonna happen. That's basically probably what's gonna happen. Because we act like he has a history of doing crime and he doesn't. Even though it's a heinous act that he did, he doesn't have a history of doing this. So trust me, he's gonna get a slap on the wrist, bro. And plus the lawyers that he's gonna have, bro, trust me, they're gonna persuade the courts to get that man a deal. Trust me.
But mind you, if I was there and somebody came up behind me and hit me over the head with a can, I would just kick his ass right there, and I wouldn't care about the other pro wrestlers jumping me. That's what Roger said. The only reason why he didn't kick Psycho Sue's ass right there and there, he thought the other pro wrestlers were going to jump on him. See, that's why I'm different from Roger. I wouldn't have cared. I would have hit him right then and there, and anybody else that grabbed me, I would have attacked them too. You just don't do that. You just don't do that.
Are you expecting him to be arrested?
I don't know. I don't know. Like I'm accepting like whatever justice he get, but if they try to give him like years in prison, then I'm gonna fight because I don't think he deserves years in prison. But jail, yeah, let Roger go to jail for a couple of days, so he'll see what it's like. So you be like, man, I don't want to come back here no more.
You said this a lot of stuff has been brought back to light in light of all of this, and I think you said on one of your streams that like you saved some money for your two kids to go to college and money to bail them out. Did you see this coming with Raja? Did you think that something would happen? Did he seem troubled?
Ariel, you of all people, you know that I'm a comedian pretending to be a fighter. That's a joke. I originally told that joke years ago to Joe Rogan in the UFC. Joe Rogan was like one of the first comedians that I ever got to know him in person, and I never really say this, but I was trying to impress him with my comedy, and he laughed, and I loved it. And so, and like that's me talking to chat, and I retold that joke years later.
Yeah, I think it was a joke. You know what I'm saying? I know sometimes we like to overreact. Oh, he said this. Remember he said this? It's a joke though, bro. It's a joke. It's some truth to it, but it's also a joke too. It's some truth to it. He basically saying like the Asian kids, they're more well-rounded. You know what I'm saying? They're more book smarts. My sons, they're probably not as good when it comes to the book, school, and all that than when it comes to his younger kids. So I understand. It's just a joke, but it's always some truth to a joke. We all know that.
You know what I'm saying? I thought it was a funny joke, but now that shit ain't funny.
When he was walking afterwards saying, I'm not going to be disrespected. I'm no one's bitch. I was wondering if that was him just speaking about the moment and you would know better than me, like him blowing up after years of feeling like he was being disrespected by people. What was that? What was he?
No, Roger told me that they told him not that he has to sell it because he's live streaming. So the thing was to get the get back, fuck up Psycho Stu and then leave and sell it. Don't make it look like pro wrestling is weak. So basically what he was telling me is that he was selling it. He live on stream. The whole thing happened live on stream. He can't break character and now say that shit. So he was leaving, but yeah, he fucked the guy up. I don't know if he knew how bad he fucked the guy up because if you think about it, Psycho Stu was supposed to get fucked up. Even in the script, Psycho Stu was supposed to get fucked up. That's why you see that guy pin Psycho Stu after they got Roger off of him. Roger was like,
I'm convinced Roger on the short bus. So you telling me he was in character punching a nigga 20 times in the face unconscious. All face shots. This is that dumb shit Rampage keep trying to get past, bro. He keep trying to dumb this situation down. You can't dumb this situation down, bro. Your son slammed Buddy, jackhammered him. He was knocked out. That's fucked up already. Then he gets out the ring. Your son, out of his own mouth, said, yeah, they said, fuck him up. They're going to grab me. Now roll out the ring. When they grabbed him, why he didn't roll out the ring? Why he continued to punch the dude in the face? Why, when the dude grabbed him, he punched the other dude in the face when they got a hold of him, they put him in the corner? Why did he kept it going? He kept it going so much, nigga bit him, bro. Then when he get outside, I'm sick of everybody calling me a bitch and shit. I'm sick of this and that. He in character doing that. That's in character. That's not him throwing a tantrum. I can believe this bullshit, bro.
They told me to sell it. I sold it, and he did exactly what he was told to do. Fuck him up, sell it, and get the fuck out of there. He said that's what he told me. Do Roger always tell me the fucking truth? No, but in this instance, I kind of believe him because I've done some pro wrestling shit before, and you know what I'm saying. You like one time Tito Ortiz hit me in the head with a hammer at fucking TNA, and I'm flying out the next day, and the guy see me at the airport like, damn, you heal up fast. You're not in the hospital. I'm like, oh yeah, I heal fast because TNA told me even after the show is done, you gotta fucking act like that shit still hurt. I say that with my hand on the Bible. It's true. Any pro wrestler tell you that shit.
There was that interaction where Stu apologized and your son accepted, but at the same time, the promoters are telling him like, you're gonna get yours. Do you think, or based on what you know, do you think Stu knew that? Do you think they told Stu that, hey,
yeah, they told Stu,
you know, we're gonna do this in front of the camera, but then he's gonna come and interfere in your match, or did they not tell him?
Yeah,
they told him right there.
Stu knew that, and that's why my son said, all right, if I come there and fuck him up, then yeah, that's fine. I'll be okay with it. And that's why Stu came over and shook his hand and everything. And Stu knew that it was he knew the script. He knew that. That's why look how big Psycho Stu is. How small my son is. Psycho Stu let him pick. He let my son pick him up.
Okay.
But it seemed like the slam was a little bit too hard because it looked like Psycho Stu was knocked out right at the slam. But I don't know if my son knew he was knocked out right in there because that was in the script.
Bro,
he was supposed to fuck up Psycho Stu. And so he knew, and that's the only reason why my son accepted his apology. He said, all right, if I can fuck him up, because what mind you, my son is
bro, Rampage, whoever your PR team is failing you, bro. You should not be doing no interviews. Fucking somebody up is not knocking them out, bro. Your son knew that man was knocked out, bro. You cannot convince me your son did not know he knocked that dude out. Then he played it all the way out the arena. So he played it all the way out in the arena by himself when he throwing the tantrum. Or he's still playing it while he on the phone with AJ. I'm tired of playing with me, AJ. So he was playing then. Bro, your son, something's mentally wrong with your son. That's the reality of it. Something just mentally wrong with your son. That's why you just can't be honest and just say that, bro. Your son is fucking retarded.
Live streaming on his own platform.
Did you speak to him before? I know there was that one conversation, but did you speak to him before he went in the ring about what he was planning on doing?
No. He didn't tell me he was going in the ring. I was live streaming in New York. I was with Sneeko. I was hanging out with Jake Shields. And my chat telling me, hey, man, your son is getting jumped by dudes in tights. So I called my son. I said, hey, you getting jumped by a bunch of dudes in tights? What's going on? And he was serious. He said, oh. Then I started watching the stream, and people telling me, they sent me a clip of him getting hit upside the head with a damn can. And he hid the fact that he got ridden into a pro wrestling match because he knew I would have told him to take his ass home because he got a fucking concussion.
Right. So what did he tell you?
He just told me, oh, everything cool. He hit me in the head with the can and it didn't hurt. And then he said, everything cool. And I said, son, I said, you good? Did you get jumped? He said, no, they didn't jump me. He said, everything cool.
And see, that's all. If it didn't hurt, bro, why would you go do that to another man if it didn't hurt? If it didn't hurt, why would you go in that ring and do that man like that if it didn't hurt? Because your ego got hurt. Your ego was hurt. That's all it was. Your ego was hurt. That's all it was. A lot of this stuff be an ego thing, a pride thing. Oh, I ain't finna go out like no bitch. So I'm about to hurt him. I'm about to fuck him up. I can't go out like no bitch. I can't go out like no bitch. You a whole MMA fighter, bro. You know what you capable of, bro. It shouldn't matter what nobody say, bro. You should laugh it off, brother. You should nigga, I hurt you. Get out of here, bro. Come on, bro. I could put you out in like 30 seconds. Get out of here, bro. I can knock you out in 30 seconds. Get out of here, bro. That's what to me, that's how an MMA fighter should be. If I knew MMA, bro, I wouldn't care what nobody say, bro. It wouldn't matter what nobody say. Because I know what I'm capable of. I know what I practice every day. I know I'm a black belt in this. So when you see, I know I train every day in this. I know Taekwondo. I am a street fighter. I am a wrestler. So when you know all these skills, these fighting skills, bro, there's no way niggas calling you a bitch or anything like that should get you out your space the way you want to hurt a dude like how Roger did, buddy. Nobody should never get you out your body to where you're blowing up like that, bro. It should never happen if you're telling me that you know MMA. I'm just sorry, bro. MMA fighters should be the most calm dudes, bro, unless somebody's trying to attack them or hurt them. And Roger himself said the shit didn't even hurt, but yet he does that. That's the outcome. Instead of just being a slam and getting out the ring.
I'm live streaming, and he kept it short because he was live. He was talking on the phone in the live. Like, we don't really like talking on the phone that much when you're live. You don't want to text that much. You don't want to talk. You want to like concentrate.
Sure.
And so he hit the fact that he was getting that ring, and that's part of the reason why I don't fuck with Roger right now. I'm mad at him.
Can I ask about that? As a father, just curious. This is a tough time for your son, I would imagine. You clearly have stated you don't agree with what he did. You think he went too far. You have even said you think he should be arrested.
Right.
Despite that, why cut him off? Why not talk to him? Why not be there for him?
Well, I feel like I'm here for him. Like, I'm paying for his legal fees. I'm here for him for that. But listen, Roger, he want to be an adult. He want to do everything his way. He won't take my advice. I can't make Roger do anything. But Roger has been doing the opposite of whatever I've been telling him to do. So, this is me. He's my son. I love him dearly. But he's just under my name too, though.
Bro, Rampage be torturing his son, bro. Rampage went on a podcast and said that he walked in the room and saw his son fucking on 2 fat women. When you look at his son's face when he said that, bro, his son was like, damn, my nigga, you gonna really tell my business? He told everybody he put his son in the guillotine and knocked him out and he had to go to the hospital. When you look at his son's face, his son is just like, damn, my nigga, you gonna tell everybody that? Bro, your son don't be liking the shit that you be doing, bro. That's why he don't probably listen to your ass. You always torturing him. You always trying to make him the butt of the joke. He's tired of that. And now when he's with around somebody else and he feel like he in this new area and somebody else trying to make him the butt of the joke, that's how he reacts. He like, nobody's going to try to make a bitch out of me. My dad does it all the time already. You not going to do it. To me, that's what happened, bro. Like Buddy said, daddy issues. His dad always messing with him, bullying him, and he dealing with some daddy issues. I totally agree with it. I totally agree with it, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I'm highly, you guys, I can't even put in words how upset I am with my son. You know, he dishonored my name. You know, I've been in this sport for a long time, and when he did that, they're like, son of MMA, Rampage Jackson, goes out. That's my fucking name. You know, I don't do that shit. I don't go around beating up people on the street to a bloody pulp. I don't do that shit. I fuck up doors and stuff like that. I know what the fuck I'm doing when there's a camera around. Trust me, I know what the fuck I'm doing. Well, I don't go around beating the fuck out of people. There's a lot of people that fuck with me, and I just want to like get the fuck away from me and stuff. I know that, but I would buy people beers or drinks. Like, let me buy you this drink so I don't fuck you up, please. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a person that's go around beating up people, but now now I'm on edge with all these death threats. Like I'm a very accessible guy, and people approach me all the time. You know what I'm saying? Roger.
But you still doing streams. Get the fuck out of here. You worried about death threats, but you still doing streams every day. You still going out in the public interacting with people. But you worried. This nigga is lying, bro. He is lying to Ariel right now, bro. And Ariel knows he's lying. So you're worried about it, but you're still out here doing streams. You got women around you. You don't think they should? You don't think if you got death threats, you don't think you should be around yourself? You don't think you should have other people involved? So if you get hurt, somebody else probably get hurt. You're still living out, but you're still being free. But you got all these people around. You don't think they could be hurt if something happened? You don't think they can get hurt if somebody come around? Let's say somebody did threaten you and they really try to come do it. You got all these women around you. Couldn't they get hurt? What if somebody starts shooting at you and accidentally hit somebody else that's in your entourage? Couldn't they get hurt? This dude is just talking, bro. You still living your best life. You still having a good time and you still streaming, bro. You're not worried about death threats. You just use that because you don't like the backlash that you and your son is getting right now. So you try to use that to gaslight people. I'm getting death threats. MMA guru racist.
But he did and involve me and my safety and my other kids' safety. So yeah, he dishonored my name and he put his whole family in harm's way. Like I'm from Memphis. I'm from the South. I don't put none past racist people. I'm sorry. They got a lot of hatred in their heart. They just want any reason to justify their hatred for people and say it. And this is a good reason for them to be all in my DMs saying stuff to me. Like your skin will crawl if I showed you some of the DMs I got, Ariel.
Show him.
I can't imagine.
Show him.
Why'd you shut it off?
Man, show him, bro. Show him. If they're that crazy and that out of pocket, show him. Show him, bro. He not gonna show him because they're not real. They're not real. What? Oh, Ariel, you can't believe if I show you some of this stuff, bro. Come on, bro. Your skin will crawl, bro. Show me it. Yeah, your son is a fucking dirty monkey. Your son's a dirty animal. Racism. Your son's a piece of shit. Racism. Your son's going to hell. Racism. That's the type of shit he on, bro. He not really worried about what people saying, bro. He don't care for real, bro. He just uses that so he can still be a victim in it, bro. That's all he's trying to do. He's trying to take responsibility off of the fact that he's getting so much backlash and using it to try to be a victim, bro. That's all he's doing. That's why he keep trying to bring up people like MMA Guru and all his streams. That's why he keep trying to keep talking about these death threats and races. That's all he can stand on right now.
Fuck that. I'm living my life. I ain't scared. I ain't scared of nobody. I ain't scared of nobody. But I'm just letting you know, if some more news pop off about me, like in the near future, you know what it's about. I ain't running from nobody. I ain't scared of nobody. I'm not finna shut up. I was told to shut off my comments for a little bit, but I was like, fuck that shit. I'm coming back on. I don't give a fuck. Let them say what they want, as long as nobody come up to me and touch me, or my son, or my other kids. Then we be good, you know. So, but fuck all that, Roger. I think that he should do a little time, do a little community service.
To be honest with y'all, bro, I'm trying to find the part where he talks about Psycho Stu. So let me go to X to find that. Because he's made some comments about Psycho Stu that I just felt like was so out of pocket and so out of bounds. And he just lacks social awareness so bad on Rampage part. Let me find it real quick. I found the part. Hold on. Here it is right here. Listen to this shit this nigga said in his interview. Listen to this, bro.
I never heard him say that. So now I'm stopped listening to the attorneys. I got really upset with all the death threats and all this stuff. And I wanted Psycho Sue to tell his part that my son did not sneak up on him. And I never heard him say that. So now I'm upset. Now I'm upset. Now I'm upset with Psycho Stu because he didn't come out and say, oh, whoa. Yeah, what Roger did was fucked up, but he didn't sneak in the ring and do this. The shit was staged. That's all he had to say to get some of these racist ass motherfuckers out of my DMs.
And when you say like he hasn't said anything yet, you mean like a statement or something like that, right?
He's seeing all this shit, how it fucking blew up and stuff like that. He should at least said something.
Okay.
Take some accountability. Like, honestly, everybody was wrong. Roger was the most wrong. Everybody was wrong, but none of this shit ever would have happened if Psycho Stu never hit my son on the back of the head with a fucking can that they were drinking beer out of, and then grabbed him by the fucking neck, asked him to fucking sell it. If that shit never happened, none of this shit never.
Now, we see that this just shows you how bad of a person Rampage Jackson is for this situation. He doesn't really believe that his son did anything wrong. You keep saying, but. How can Psycho Sue speak when he has no teeth? How can he speak and he's unconscious? He just got well. He just got out the hospital. He need to speak while he in the hospital? You're not ignorant you sound, bro. None of this would have happened if Psycho Stu. No, bro. None of this would have happened if your son would have did what the fuck he was supposed to do and not go overboard. You keep trying to take responsibility off your son. But then you try to give him responsibility because you know you don't want to get too much backlash, even though you already getting a lot of backlash. So you try to say stuff like, "Oh, well, he deserved to go to jail." Duh. You stating obvious. But for you to sit here and say Psycho Stu need to say something, he don't need to say nothing, bro. He need to shut up. He need to be quiet himself. He don't need to say nothing. You know why? Your son and you deserve this backlash. Y'all deserve it. And you make it worse and worse and worse when you keep speaking and keep talking. Stop talking, bro. You keep talking. This nigga keep talking, bro. And every time you talk, you make the situation worse and worse and worse. Every time. I think your son is in a worse situation now than he was before after this interview. Oh, he need to take some accountability. He did take accountability. He said he was sorry. How much accountability do you want him to do? He apologized 4 times. He got rejected twice. Then your son accepted the 3rd and 4th apology. How much do you want from him? He just took getting punched in the face, choking on his own blood and teeth. Like, bro, get out of here, bro. Get out of here, man. Like, how much accountability does how much accountability does he need to take? He's taking all the accountability. He took an ass whooping. That's a lot of accountability right there. He got knocked out, got punched in the face. You think he wanted that? He didn't want that. What more do you want from Psycho Stu? That's really my question, bro. What more do you want from Psycho Stu? He apologized 4 times. He apologized to you? No? He didn't apologize to your son? Rampage has never got this much backlash. So instead of accepting the backlash and just taking it on and saying, I understand it, he wants to play the race card. Last time I checked, white, black, Hispanic, everybody on your son ass. It ain't just no group, it ain't just no group of people that's all white that's talking down on your son. It's white, black, Mexican, Hispanic, all different races on your son ass. Because we're all fans of pro wrestling and we're all fans of MMA, and we know what he did is so wrong. And we've never seen that before. Because we know that's not tolerated in MMA or the pro wrestling. You talking about hardcore. Even then, those guys still try to protect each other. Your son wasn't trying to protect Psycho Stu. He was trying to kill Psycho Stu. And the more you talk, bro, that's why I don't feel bad when people say your son should go to jail for a long time for attempted murder. I don't believe that's going to happen. But the more you keep talking, bro, That's why the more and more I just don't feel bad for your son. I hear people say his ass deserves to go to jail for attempted murder, or people say your son's a dumb animal. I don't feel bad because you keep talking, trying to defend him instead of just being quiet and letting the LAPD do their job. The media gonna talk no matter what, bro. People gonna react to everything. People react to we live in a society where everybody's gonna react to everything you do. I'm just sorry. If you don't like it, cut off your comments. It really doesn't affect you. You just bring it up to be a victim so people can be like, I understand, Rampage, it's okay. Because you don't want it all to just be about people bashing you and your son for what happened to Psycho Stu. So you want to look like a victim just a little bit by saying stuff like what? Oh yeah, I keep getting death threats. MMA Guru said my son's a dumb animal. That's racist. Even though nobody said your son's the N-word, nobody said your son's a dumb igger. Nobody said that. All people saying your son's an idiot. He's a short bust dumbass. He is. Based on this situation, he is. And people have the right to say that once they see a video of your son slamming a man unconscious and punching him in the face multiple times. Then when the dude grabbed him off, he shrugged him off and kept punching him. Then when somebody else that's his size grab him, he tries to pick that dude up and slam him. Then when they get him in the corner, he punches one of the dudes in the eye. Acting out of control so much to where a nigga had to bite him, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy work. But it's Psycho Stu's fault. He needs some accountability. I'll say it's Psycho Stu. I think the accountability that he needs to accept, I think he accepted it already. The accountability he needs to take, I think he's taken it already. And this being real, bro. He's accepted, and everybody keeps saying he need to take on some accountability. He has. He's in the hospital for a week after almost choking on his own teeth and blood. I think that's enough. Roger, what has he faced? What has he faced? He said the can didn't even hurt. So what has he faced? Getting called a bitch? Being called a dumbass for hurting somebody? We should care about that? I don't. He's a grown man. But it just shows you Rampage Jackson, he feels, but he really don't feel, bro. He don't. Because he keep making it about him. I'm getting death threats, so Psycho Stu needs to take more accountability. What? The only time you should mention Psycho Stu is saying, I hope he gets well, hope he gets back healthy, and God bless his family. That's all you should say about Psycho Stu. Anything else, bro, you need to shut up. And Rampage just made the whole situation worse. So it is what it is, bro. That's my thoughts on the whole Rampage Jackson situation. Y'all can go watch the video yourself on Ariel Helwani's podcast on YouTube. Y'all can go watch the whole thing yourself. I just want to break down a little bit of it just to give y'all my take on it. But if you want to watch the full thing, just go ahead and go on YouTube, go to Ariel Helwani's channel, and it's right there for you to watch the whole thing. It's basically an hour, 56 minutes. And we're going to end the topic today on that young thugger lead calls. And it's going to be a quick topic. And I'm going to be honest with you, bro. Young Thug, he looks bad, bro, because he looks bad and he don't look bad. I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to go with it don't. He don't look bad because it's private conversation, bro. And we got to respect that people gossip and people talk shit when they're on the phone in their own privacy with somebody. That's a private phone call that's getting recorded. But at the end of the day, it's still private. So a lot of stuff that he was saying, bro, I don't really take too much into it because he's by himself. He's having a conversation. Now, you can say some of his lane. You know what I'm saying? Some of the stuff that he feels with the Kendrick stuff, you can say that's lame. But in the reality of it, he's having a private conversation with his folks. So I can't take too much into that, bro. I think people recording phone calls corny. I don't care if you're in jail and they post that. If you in jail, you got phone calls in jail, or you calling people and talking to people in jail, bro, and they record that or they leak that, they record and they leak that. I think that's wrong. On the jail part, on the government part, I think that's wrong. So I don't care if somebody personally recorded or the government recorded, bro. Private conversation to me are private conversation. So I don't look into much of that. But I will say that this is why he looks bad. because he's talking about a lot of people that's not from Atlanta. Talking about Dirk, you're talking about Kendrick. A lot of stuff just seemed crybaby-ish to me. Young Thug, bro, a lot of these phone calls, he just seems very petty and immature. That's like when you dumb down just the phone calls and you get to the bottom of the phone calls, my overall look at the phone calls is just Young Thug is just very petty and immature. He's still a little boy at heart. He's still a little boy in the mind. He's never grew up. He's never grown up. If you just look at the kid, he's never grown up. Young Thug has never grown up his whole life. Just the way he act, the way he talk, he's never grown up. Even the Glorilla situation, people, he ain't lying. Glorilla not that attractive, bro. So stop it. I hear everybody outraged. Like, Glorilla's not that attractive, bro. It's girls out here who regular look 10 times better than Glorilla. And you telling me you would pick Glorilla over some of these girls that just regular, that just look just the face wise look better. You would pick them. If that's the case, you're a male groupie, bro. You're a male groupie. I wouldn't be the problem. I'm gonna pick Michael Blackson over me. He got fame and he got money. Even though I think I look better than him, he got fame and he got money. So a woman probably would pick him. But I'm not picking no Glorilla because she famous, bro, over a girl that look better than her. Stop it, bro. A lot of you niggas are that's how a lot of you niggas, that's y'all narrative on that. I just don't understand. That's you a male groupie. Glorilla and Sexy Red are not that attractive. No disrespect to them, they're just not that attractive, bro. If they're regular females, and they're still regular, but they got a little money, but facial-wise, they're regular. Neither one of them are attractive, bro. If you put Glorilla and Sexy Red in a group with a whole bunch of attractive women, they'll be the last group of women you will pick, bro. You're not going to just pick them, the Sexy Red fine, over some 10s, some real 9 and 10s. That's just cap, bro. And if you are, I think you're weird and think you're a male groupie. Because you with her more for her fame than her looks. Look-wise, Sexy Red and Glorilla not that attractive. And there's no disrespect to them. That don't mean they still can't get cute and have confidence in themselves. But just look-wise, they're not that attractive. They're just, okay, Glorilla make good music, but she's not that attractive. Sexy Red make good music, but she's just not attractive. So Young Thug saying that, I don't see no lie. But also, come on, man. When dudes on the phone with a girl and they talking, of course they're going to try to make it sound like they girl the finest girl in the world and they're going to say anything. Dudes do this all the time. So I don't think, I think we just looking too much into the phone calls, bro. Yes, Young Thug, he seems very immature and he seems like he's never grown up. But at the same time, it's still private conversation. He has the right to have private conversation with his kinfolk. Because we all talk about each other to people on the phone all the time. And we all thinking it's a private conversation. Because it is a private conversation. Yes, he's in jail, but it still was a private conversation. So for it to leak out like this, I think it's lame, one. But I also believe that Young Thug does look a little childish. And he needs to grow up. But everybody getting mad about the Glorilla stuff, stop it, bro. Dudes do that all the time. Dudes be dirty macking and saying anything to boost their girl up. So I don't really see nothing wrong with that. And I don't think nobody should see nothing wrong with that either, in my opinion. And man, look, man, that's really it for today. I just had to get it off my chest, bro. I appreciate everybody that watched the pod today. I appreciate everybody that enjoyed the pod. Had a great show for y'all. Thanks to everybody. We had about 11 to 12 people in here. I appreciate that. I really do, man. We got a pod tomorrow. We're going to keep it going tomorrow. We're going to recap the Eagles and Cowboys game tomorrow. We're also going to recap the Chiefs and Chargers game. Hopefully that game don't have no weather delay and nigga up 11 to 12 at 1 at night, because I ain't doing that. So tomorrow we'll recap both of those games. So y'all be on the lookout for that. And man, I appreciate y'all for watching. It be like that. We out. And like I said, it be like that, man. See y'all tomorrow.